Hello, I'm Reverend Michael Mugford, and I'm part of the ministry team at Cole Harbour Woodside United Church, along with Reverend Crystal Elizabeth Wynne. And I'm pleased to offer this spiritual reflection for United Churches for Dartmouth today. I I read or I heard somewhere once that this quote: "The earth is a garden created by God for humans to know and enjoy." I thought it was interesting in that in the quote there's no sense of ownership or dominion or subjugation or subduing or any of those things as a task that humanity has been given. A couple of things have happened over the last few weeks that brought this quote to my mind. The first is the work that my partner and I did in our yard where I'm standing right now, as we try to care for the yard, but also tame some of the plants and areas that have overgrown over the course of the spring. And the second is a series of seminars I attended recently through the 53rd Annual Atlantic Seminar in Theological Education at the Tatamagouche Center. One of the lecturers, Julie Pelissier-Lush, who is the Poet Laureate of PEI, a Mi'kmaq knowledge keeper and author, talked about the difference between the Mi'kmaq and settler understandings of the land and our place on it. Most Western cultures, because of our reading of the creation story in Genesis, in which we are given dominion over the earth to subdue it, has skewed our way of thinking about the planet and all the things that are in it or on it. Julie talked about the Mi'kmaq people having a relationship with the land, as though it were another living entity in which people are in relationship with each other, but also with the other plants, the animals, the rocks, the water, etc. A relationship with the natural world as part of a kinship. There's an inherent understanding in many indigenous nations of creation being good, as opposed to the Christian theology of a fallen and sinful creation. And I think this has affected our relationship with indigenous nations for the last 600 years or more. Today, the natural world continues to be seen as something to be dominated and exploited for our benefit or for the profit of corporations and a small select group of individuals. This ideology has continued to drive us deeper into the place of ecological crisis. And as people of faith who look to our scriptures, our creation account, how are we then to respond? If we only see a broken and sinful creation, then we seem to have the sense that we have the go-ahead to continue to exploit it until there is little left of what God called very good in Genesis. Do we do this with the hope that the end is near and the hope that God will rescue us from our own destruction? Or do we pause? Pause and see the earth as the gift imagined by God, as a gift for humanity to know and enjoy. And if we did this, how might this change our view of the world around us? How might this bring us closer to the indigenous nations, and together we might all find a way into the well-being of the Creator's gift for each and every one of us? Just some thoughts for today. Peace.